Get ready for cargo shots from the Strat Times, presented by HACTL. Here's a weekly roundup of the latest air freight and logistics news.
Kuehne+Nagel has outlined its latest cost-cutting strategy. And in Singapore, all eyes are on Transport Logistics and Air Cargo Southeast Asia 2025. Stay with us as we take you through this week's top stories from the world of air cargo. I am Nikita Sebastian and you are watching Cargo Shots presented by HACTL. Kuehne+Nagel has launched a cost reduction program targeting annual savings of at least 200 million Swiss francs to counter overcapacity and margin pressure. Despite weak market conditions, the company reported a 3% rise in net turnover to 18.5 billion Swiss francs for the first 9 months of 2025, while EBIT fell 17% to 1 billion Swiss francs and net earnings declined 17% to 761 million Swiss francs. The company plans to boost efficiency through process optimization, automation, and shared service centers. Partners Group also exercised its option to sell its 24.9% stake in Apex, with completion due in Q4 2025. Kuehne+Nagel expects full-year EBIT to exceed 1.3 billion Swiss francs. Etihad Cargo is boosting its freighter operations for the winter 2025 season with new routes and added frequencies to meet rising demand across Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. A highlight is the launch of a dedicated freighter service to the UK's East Midlands with 2 weekly flights from Abu Dhabi starting 27 October. In Asia, additional services are planned to Shanghai, Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and Izzao. Extra weekly freighters will also serve Riyadh, Paris Charles de Gaulle, and Frankfurt, enhancing capacity and flexibility during the peak season. The expansion complements Etihad Airways' 16 new passenger destinations scheduled between November 2025 and March 2026. Swissport International is strengthening its global air cargo network with 2 major developments. In China, it secured a landmark agreement to jointly operate the new digital and intelligent international cargo terminal at Shanghai Pudong Airport with Smargo, a joint venture of Aviation Logistics and China Eastern Airlines Logistics. The 222,000 square meter terminal, set to open in late 2025, will handle up to 1.2 million tons annually, featuring AI-driven systems, autonomous vehicles, and temperature control zones for pharma and perishable goods. The facility enables faster exports to key global markets including New York, Liège, Brussels, Basel, and Milan. In the UK, Swissport inaugurated Box 4 at Manchester Airport, doubling annual capacity to 110,000 tons. The new hub, operational from 27 October, features advanced cargo handling systems, dedicated pharma centers, expanded pallet areas, and sustainability measures including electric GST integration. UPS has announced third quarter 2025 consolidated revenue of $21.4 billion with an operating profit of $1.8 billion and adjusted operating profit of $2.1 billion. Diluted earnings per share were $1.55 or $1.74 on a non-GAAP adjusted basis. A $330 million pre-tax gain from a sale-leaseback of 5 properties contributed to $0.30 per share. The US domestic segment saw revenue decline 2.6% due to lower volumes, while the international segment grew 5.9%, driven by a 4.8% rise in average daily volume. Supply Chain Solutions revenue fell 22.1% following last year's Coyote divestiture, but operating margins improved. UPS expects Q4 2025 revenue around $24 billion and adjusted operating margins of 11 to 11.5%, with full year 2025 capital expenditures of $3.5 billion and divided payouts of $5.5 billion. Transport Logistics Southeast Asia and Air Cargo Southeast Asia 2025 is taking place from 29 to 31 October at the SANS Expo and Convention Center, Singapore, bringing together over 10,000 logistics professionals, 120 plus exhibitors, and 160 plus speakers. The event highlights Southeast Asia's rapidly growing logistics sector, projected to reach $390 billion by 2030, and provides a platform for digitalization, sustainability, and resilience initiatives. Exhibitors span global freight forwarding, multimodal transport, warehousing, and cargo handling, with country pavilions from Singapore, Germany, China, and Taiwan. The Innovation Hub will showcase AI-driven optimization, predictive analysis, and automation technologies. The conference features 90-plus sessions covering LogTech, Project Cargo, Future Leaders Development, and Safety Awards alongside networking opportunities. The Stat Trade Times team is here at TLACC 2025 to bring to you exclusive updates and on-ground coverage from the event. Thank you for watching this week's Cargo Shots. Stay updated by subscribing to our YouTube channel and visiting www.stattimes.com for daily news updates. We will be back next week with a brand new episode bringing you more top stories from around the world of air cargo.
You've been watching Cargo Shots from the Stat Trade Times, presented by HACTL. See you next week with more updates from the air cargo and logistics industry.